So we are back at Chicago Roots Hydroponics store. I know we did a video on that with Marius, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But they are a great store. Not only do they have hydroponics, what we were talking about before, but they also have some, in-ground products as well, some organics. And that's what I'm here. I'm gonna pick up some stuff and I'll be buying, they got the Azomite here. I'll be talking about the Azomite, but I also wanted to tell you that if you are a grower in the Chicago area, they also ship, I'm pretty sure they ship within the United States, because I checked out a little bit on their website, and you can check it out as well. I have a link in the description box below, and you can find out if they ship to your area. So I'm not sure about that, but I do know they ship certain places. So the biologics are here, and I wanted to show you their super selection here of stuff, and I'll probably be grabbing some of this because they have stuff that I can't find anywhere in Michigan. So when I come here, I'm always loving this place. They got their feather meal and Azomite here, even in a small box. If you don't want a big box, is a 6 pound. They got bone meal, blood meal, fish bone meal, oyster shell, which is really good. It adds a lot of looseness to your soil and also adds calcium, which is great. They have BioLive. They have a vegan mix for vegan growers out there that want to be vegan conscious. They also have crab meal, another great source of calcium and nitrogen. They have kelp meal, alfalfa meal, green sand. Awesome. If you don't want to go with Azomite and you don't want to go with glacial rock dust, green sand is also a really good soil amendment. It has a decent source of potassium, and it also has lots of smaller amounts of trace minerals. So you're going to get the trace minerals that you would with the Azomite, but just not as many, and you're also going to save a lot of money as well. So for beginner growers that want to get those, because I think it's definitely important to mineralize the soil, that's a great alternative. Also, they have Neem Seed, and they have granular humic acid. Now, humic acid is something that I probably will be picking up today, because humic acid is so important to add to your soil, because humic acid is basically the leftover humus. It's leftover humus, and when humus is put into your soil, it adds a ton of fertility and it allows lots of microbial life to come in. Not only that, but it's going to also help with your plant's health, because when you add humic acid, it helps the plants ward off diseases like blights and funguses. So it makes their leaves actually a lot stronger, because they actually will form a biofilm over their leaf with the use of humic acids. Now, they also have rose and flower mix. They have bioturf if you're growing grass. They also have lots of other varieties. These are the Down to Earth brands. They carry a ton of those, and I love the Down to Earth brands, but they also carry the Grow Mores, and they also have bat guano here. They have Seabird guano by Down to Earth. They also have bigger bags of bat guano here. I might be picking up this bag as well. But also over here, if you don't see this, they also have the Extreme Gardening. So if you all have tried the Extreme Gardening mycorrhiza, the mycos, they have got the Extreme Gardening as well. So definitely worth picking up some of that as well. Also coming over here, they also have some liquid bat guano. They also have they have a compost tea mix here. So, I mean, they literally have everything, and I wanted to show you that because a lot of people were asking me to go into more detail on what they carried, because they were interested. So I wanted to do that because they have such a great selection here, and I'm so glad that I'm here to pick up some stuff. So what I'm going to be picking up is this Azomite here. This is a 50-pound bag, and Azomite is amazing stuff. It's really hard to find because of the fact that most places that carry it can ship it, but shipping will cost almost as much as the product. So unless you're going to fork over about $80, you're not going to want to buy it online. But if you're in the Chicago area, Chicago Roots Hydroponics store has just that. So I'm going to get some of this and a couple other things. So come with me, and we're going to pick out what we're going to add to the garden this year. All right, so we made our decision on what we're going to buy, and I'm so excited for this mix here. Now, this is going to kind of be a little bit of a blend, and we worked with the things that are kind of going to help each other out, and maybe one is lacking in potassium. We got something that has high in potassium, but maybe not as low in nitrogen, which this other one has. So we do have our Azomite here. We got our 50 pounds of Azomite, and 50 pounds is a ton of Azomite, so it's going to be great. For 40 bucks. Okay, stay, don't fall. Okay, it's gonna fall. All right, okay. All right, then we also got this Grow More. We found this. This is spectacular, spectacular stuff. There's a label for you. It's a 555, so it's really gentle. It's all purpose. And we actually picked this because it was the only thing that was really high in potassium. And so we got this, but not only is it high in potassium, it's beautiful because it has endo and ecto mycorrhiza. It's got endo and ecto mycorrhiza, plus it also has 1% humic acid. So the humic acid that we got is also just going to be more humic acid, which is great. And it also has bacillus bacteria, so it's basically beneficial bacteria. It's loaded with beneficial bacteria, endo and ectomycorrhiza, plus the 555. So it's a really, really good mix. And this is $7, and it's a 4-pound box. So we picked up 2 of those because that's a spectacular blend as far as I'm concerned. And then we picked up a box of the fish bone meal right here. This fish bone meal is a 316-0. And with that, that's going to offer a ton of phosphorus for the tomatoes. And not only that, but it's going to give a little bit of nitrogen as well, which is also a plus. Then we also decided to get the pelletized Seabird guano here. This is a 12-12-2, really high in nitrogen, really high in phosphorus, and it even has a little bit of potassium. So you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck for this. And this was $20 or $19.95. And then last but not least, we got 2 boxes of the humic acid here. And that is humic acid that is derived from leonardite. And that's a really good source of humic acid. And that's going to help out the beneficial microbes and bacteria, the plants. It's going to really bring together the ecosystem that we're going to try to really get our hands on this year in the garden. So we're going to go check out, and and we're going to hopefully have a really good garden this year. So as always, this is MIgardener reminding you to grow big or go home, and I'll talk to y'all later. See ya. Bye.